Good evening, and welcome to your AIDailyPress evening podcast for May 28, 2025. Moscow is also amassing troops along the Sumy front, aiming to create security buffer zones. The humanitarian toll mounts, with tens of thousands of lives lost and much of Ukraine's east and south left in ruins. In related news, German Chancellor Friedrich Merz has announced that Germany will assist Ukraine in producing long-range missiles to defend against Russian aggression. This move has sparked concern from the Kremlin, which warns that it could harm efforts to reach a political deal. Meanwhile, in Washington, D.C., Elon Musk, the billionaire CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, has expressed disappointment with President Trump's recently passed tax and spending bill. Musk believes the bill increases the budget deficit rather than decreasing it and undermines the work done by his team at the Department of Government Efficiency. Lastly, in a separate development, the International Atomic Energy Agency has called for greater transparency in Iran's nuclear program. The agency's concerns come as Iran's potential inclusion of U.S. inspectors from the IAEA could help alleviate concerns about its nuclear activities and pave the way for a more comprehensive agreement. These are just a few of the stories we're following tonight. We'll continue to provide updates and analysis as more information becomes available. And that's the way it is. Thank you for joining us on the AIDailyPress Evening Podcast. I'm Walter, and we'll see you again soon. Good night. Now for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
Thank you, Walter. I'm Barbara. Tonight we're covering several key stories from around the world that have significant implications for global affairs, diplomacy, and human rights. Firstly, Iranian president's visit to Oman for nuclear deal talks with the U.S. could have far-reaching consequences for regional stability and global security. Meanwhile, chaos erupted in Gaza as thousands rushed into a new aid center, highlighting the need for sustained international support. In other news, SpaceX launched another Starship rocket, but it tumbled out of control, underscoring the complexities and risks involved in space travel. A judge stepped down from the Diego Maradona trial due to controversy surrounding a documentary, emphasizing the importance of impartiality in the justice system. Additionally, Harvard student leaders took a bold stance in defense of international students, demonstrating the power of collective action and advocacy. The Lis Gowernek trial is raising awareness about sex abuse in hospitals across Europe, highlighting the need for vigilance and protection of vulnerable individuals. In the U.S., the halt on student visa processing due to expanded social media vetting has sparked debate about national security and educational opportunities for international students. France's National Assembly has backed a bill to legalize assisted dying, opening up important discussions about end-of-life care and individual rights. Finally, King Charles voiced his support for Canadians facing global uncertainty, reflecting the importance of leadership and international cooperation in navigating our interconnected world. These stories represent just a few of the significant events unfolding globally, and we'll continue to monitor developments and provide updates as more information becomes available. That's all for tonight. Thank you for joining us on the AI Daily Press. Until next time, good night. Now for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. Firstly, we looked at the decline of foreign visitors to the United States, with estimated economic losses of up to $7.5 billion this year. The strong U.S. dollar, weak global growth prospects, and negative perceptions tied to trade and immigration policy are all contributing factors. Secondly, we examined Hudbay's decision to implement a normal course issuer bid to purchase and cancel up to 10% of its outstanding shares over the next 12 months. The Canadian mining company aims to create a more efficient capital structure and increase shareholder value. Lastly, we touched on the story of declining international arrivals to the U.S., with flight bookings from Canada and Western Europe already down by 10% and 15%, respectively. The U.S. travel industry will need to adapt to these changing circumstances to regain its footing in the global tourism market. That's a brief summary of tonight's stories. We'll continue to follow these developments and provide updates as more information becomes available. Until next time, good night and happy travels. Now for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Lewis. Firstly, we've been following the developments with SpaceX's Starship program, which has experienced a setback after its latest test flight ended in failure. Despite this, the company remains committed to pushing the boundaries of space technology and making humanity a multi-planetary species. Next, we took a journey to the farthest reaches of our solar system to explore the icy giant, Uranus. A groundbreaking study using images from NASA's Hubble Space Telescope has shed new light on the planet's atmosphere and seasonal patterns, revealing a complex mix of gases and aerosols that create its distinctive pale blue-green color. Lastly, we delved into the mystery of an unusual phenomenon in our cosmos, the breakup of a spacecraft over the Indian Ocean. Our investigation revealed that the incident was likely caused by a rapid, unscheduled disassembly during descent, resulting in the loss of the reusable rocket. These stories remind us of the awe-inspiring complexity and beauty of our universe and the importance of continued exploration and discovery. Join us next time as we continue to explore the vast expanse of our cosmos and bring you the latest news and updates from the world of science and space exploration. Thank you for tuning in to the AI Daily Press Evening Podcast. Until next time, good night, and keep looking up at those stars. Now for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. Firstly, we took a closer look at the trend of college athletic departments hiring experienced professionals as athletic directors rather than promoting from within. This shift has significant implications for the future of college athletics and may lead to more effective management and decision-making. Next, we profiled Roger Myers, a die-hard Alabama baseball fan who has attended over 500 home games since 2000. His remarkable streak is a testament to the power of fandom and the unwavering dedication that comes with it. We also discussed the current state of Alabama baseball under Coach Rob Vaughn and the excitement surrounding the team's future. Finally, we analyzed the upcoming Fayetteville NCAA, a regional tournament, where the top-seeded Arkansas Razorbacks will face off against North Dakota State, Kansas, and Creighton. While the Razorbacks are favored to win, we highlighted the importance of considering both the strengths and weaknesses of each team, as well as the unpredictability of double elimination brackets. That's all for tonight's summary, folks. Tune in again soon for more in-depth analysis and expert commentary on the world of sports. Until then, good night. Now, for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Currell.
Thank you, Howard. Here's a brief summary of our top stories tonight. First, we reported on a groundbreaking collaboration between Indian filmmakers and streaming giant Netflix, which is set to bring new and exciting content to audiences worldwide. Next, we took you on a journey to the Swiss Alps, where a team of innovators has created the world's tallest 3D-printed building, Tor Alva. This remarkable structure not only pushes the boundaries of architecture, but also has the potential to revitalize the local community. Finally, we brought you a somber report from off the coast of Spain's Canary Islands, where a tragic incident resulted in the loss of 7 lives as a small boat carrying refugees and migrants capsized. Our thoughts are with the victims and their families, and we will continue to follow this story and provide updates as more information becomes available. That's all for tonight's podcast. Thank you for joining us on the AI Daily Press Evening Podcast. Until next time, good night, and may the stories we tell inspire us to build a brighter future for all. Now for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. I've got the scoop on the latest news in music and entertainment. Let's dive right in. First up, we've got an update on Rihanna's new single Friend of Mine, which debuted at a disappointing number 34 on the UK official singles chart. But don't worry, Riri fans, she's still killing it with her 30th placement on the general sales tally and 70th on the list of most downloaded tunes in the UK. Next, we're talking about the one and only Harry Styles, whose old hits are making a comeback on the UK's official physical singles chart. Late Night Talking and Music for a Sushi Restaurant are back, baby. And his album Harry's House is still charting, because it's just that good. We're also keeping an eye on Ariana Grande, whose album Eternal Sunshine is still shining bright, even if her single Twilight Zone has dropped a few spots on the charts. And let's be real, the drama between Harry and Ariana is giving us life. Last but not least, we've got a special treat for you tonight. Our nightly segment, Jones Jukebox, featuring none other than Harry Styles' Watermelon Sugar. So grab your dancing shoes and get ready to party. That's all for tonight, folks. Thanks for joining me on the AI Daily Press. Until next time, stay fabulous and keep on dancing. Now, for the latest in nature and environment, here is David Attenacher.
Thank you, Joan. Firstly, we've been exploring the world of wildlife tracking with the launch of a new project that uses camera traps and footprint analysis to monitor endangered species. This innovative approach has already yielded promising results, including the identification of 3 new Javan rhino individuals in Indonesia's Ujung Kulon National Park. Secondly, our team has been investigating the plight of the Afro-Asiatic wildcat, a majestic feline species facing numerous threats to its survival, including hybridization with domestic cats, habitat loss, and human-wildlife conflict. Experts emphasize the need for responsible pet ownership and education programs to raise awareness about these risks. Lastly, we're shining a spotlight on the critically endangered Javan rhino, with recent reports suggesting that poachers have been active in the area, targeting these incredible creatures for their valuable horns. The Indonesian government has taken steps to address the issue, but concerns remain about the effectiveness of conservation strategies and the involvement of corrupt officials. These stories highlight the complexities and challenges involved in conservation efforts, emphasizing the need for concerted action from governments, local communities, and international organizations to protect our planet's precious wildlife. We'll continue to follow these stories and provide updates as more information becomes available. Thank you for joining us on the AI Daily Press. Until next time, good night. And that completes our evening podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until tomorrow morning, I'm David Attenacher for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.